What is happening, folks? Welcome into the live. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Appreciate you all being here. If you're watching the replay, hopefully you can fast forward to this part. We're just waiting for some people to come in here. I'm going to go live on Instagram. Right now, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm out in Medicine Hat, Alberta. So I'm here for work. So I appreciate you guys all being here. Content has slowed down a little bit because well, when you're working during the day, you can't really do much content, right? I can't anyway. But I'm trying to get a video out to you guys every morning and every evening. Yeah, it's been quite a couple weeks, eh? It's been a crazy couple weeks. Hopefully people are making their way in slowly but surely. There we go. We got lots of people over on Instagram. Say hi to the folks on Instagram. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys. Sweet Pete, 33. Safta, J Chips. What's happening? Morinville, Alberta. D Mills. What's happening? Stay safe on the road. Thanks, King Canada. Appreciate that. Appreciate each and every one of you guys spending your evening with me. Thank you for being here. So, oh, hi, Berta Proud Mom. She's over on Facebook saying hi. If you guys aren't following Berta Proud Mom on Facebook and Instagram, whatever, you can follow her on TikTok, but fuck TikTok. Make sure you give her a follow. Travis joining us on X from Vulcan. What's up, Travis? Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, Berta from Maple, Ontario. Love your post. Thank you. Appreciate it. St. Paul. What's going on? Appreciate you guys. All right. Keep doing what you're doing from a little town called Viking. I know exactly where Viking is. I do. I'm too old for TikTok, says Terry Lynn. It is. I'm over there on TikTok, but it's the cesspool of the internet. Let's be completely honest. It is. So I want to talk about crime. I want to talk about crime in Canada. That's what I want to talk about. So the Crime Severity Index, CSI, has increased 2.1% in 2023. The traditional crime rate also increased by 2.5% from 2022 to 2023. That's a 2.5% increase just in 1 year. Violent crime increasing somewhat. Violent crime severity index rose over 0.4% in 2023. I'm interested to see what the numbers are in 2025, and that's really what I want to start talking about is crime in Canada and who's doing the crime, right? If you go to Canada's BOLO report, if you just Google that on your own or DuckDuckGo or whatever it is you guys choose to use, I want you to go and look up Canada's BOLO report. And then from there, what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down. I wonder if I can do that for you here. I probably can. Let me do it for you. Hopefully it doesn't crash the live though. BOLO program. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We are going to share the screen. Okay, there it is. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. This is Canada's 25 most wanted criminals. Okay. And I'm just going to scroll down. So that's Canada's 25 most wanted criminals today, as of today. Somewhere along the line, ladies and gentlemen, we as a society became okay with the government dropping its guard and letting whoever the hell they wanted into this country. And what happens is the left, they'll say, well, how do you know they're not Canadian citizens? Shut up. We're done with your fucking narrative at this point. These people come from crime riddled countries, and then they come in here. Do good people come to Canada? Of course they come to Canada, and they're good people. We understand that. But why is it up to us? Why is it up to us to allow criminals into Canada? And then when they commit crime, we use our resources and taxpayer money to imprison them. That's what I would like to know. And Canadians are waking up to this. They're absolutely waking up to this. Crime is on the rise and immigration is on the rise. That's not a coincidence. That is fact. That is what's happening in this country. We are giving our country away, and people are sick and fucking tired of it. And I believe all of you guys are sick and tired of it as well. You know, we have that home invasion that just happened, I don't know what, 2-3 weeks ago now, where the father was basically executed in front of his children, in front of his family, right? Guaranteed those weren't Canadian citizens that did that. I can almost guarantee you that it wasn't. Right? And if it was a group of people, there was maybe one Canadian citizen. These people are treating Canada as a new haven for crime because we are light on crime. And I would love to know what what your thoughts are on this. Because I know what my thoughts are, and I don't know if you guys know what happened today with me. Maybe you do. And I'll share it. And I'm getting a lot of support with it, but there's some people that are giving me some pushback, saying I should never have come out with these signs, and they're worried that the cops are gonna come and knock on my door, and they're not, because this is my freedom of expression, and I'm allowed to have freedom of expression, and I'm gonna choose to use my freedom of expression every single chance that I get, just like I do here every single day. One second. One second. So yeah, every single day I'm going to be able to use my freedom of expression, just like in every single video that I put out there. Now, did you guys see it? Because it went viral. It went absolutely viral. It went viral everywhere. This is MSN News. Alberta man puts potential home intruders on notice with viral yard signs. So those are the signs that I came up with. All right, I got one for Alberta and one for Canada. And because I'm sick and tired of it. And that's literally how I came up with this design. Was very easy. So after the shooting happened of that man in Ontario, I was reading the headlines and I was absolutely fucking disgusted by it. And I was like, people are going to have to start fighting back. Like, people are literally going to have to start doing something to protect themselves in this country. And I don't know how that is going to happen or what's going to happen, but people need to put these criminals on notice. So it was right after I watched a video online of a guy in the States talking about your freedoms end where my freedoms begin, and vice versa. Right. And I was like, And then I had a brain fart. If you break into my home, your safety ends where my family's safety begins. Because it truly does. It absolutely, truly does. Right? Because if you value my possessions more than your life, you get what you get. And that's how I look at it. I'm going to do everything I can to protect myself, protect my family, protect my assets. And I don't really care too much about you, because you've already said that my possessions are more important than your life. And that's just fact. That is just absolutely truth. Right? And where can you get the sign? You can get the sign on my website, guys. I promote it every day. It's called BertaProudDad.com. Go grab it. BertaProudDad.com. It's literally my username.com. It's in every video that I do. And people are buying them. And the way I look at it is, you know how people have like alarm force or alarm signs or whatever it might be, right? I put mine right on my lawn in front of my alarm sign. Who cares about the alarm sign? Let this be a warning. If you come into my fucking house, something's going to happen to you. I'm not going to tell you. And there's any law enforcement watching, you're not going to make it there in time. And if you're law enforcement and you are watching, you know you're not going to make it there in time. Now, you guys can't publicly come out and say that you're going to not make it there in time, but we know you're not going to make it there in time. Right? So that's what I decided to do. And it went viral. I'll show you guys again. Alberta man puts potential home intruders on notice with viral yard signs. It's from MSN.com. Those are the signs. 6Buzz TV even brought it up to carry it. Canadian home sign is going viral. If you break into my home, your safety ends where my family's safety begins. Absolutely factual and absolutely true, ladies and gentlemen. And straight out of the 6 TV, do you support this message? As when I voted on it, there was 5,405 responses. 100% of people supported that message. There's a lot more on there now. It's because we're tired and we are absolutely fed up with the bullshit. We are fed up with the police not being able to do their jobs. And if you even talk to the police, if you talk to them, they tell you their hands are tied. And I agree with them. It's the justice system. The justice system is light on crime, allows these people to get out on bail to commit more crime. And the crimes are getting more violent by the day. It's absolutely disgusting that we've allowed this to happen. So, like I said, after that shooting happened in Ontario, in a man's house in front of his family, it just so happens that I watched a video of Your Freedom Ends Where My Freedom Begins from an American in the United States. And something clicked in me because I have an alarm system. I absolutely do. I have cameras all over my house, an alarm system, and battery backup and the whole 9 yards. It's not even controlled by Wi-Fi. It's all hardwired. It's fucking crazy. I said, that alarm sign doesn't fucking do anything. It doesn't deter anybody. How does it deter anybody? It doesn't. But that might. That might. Because you're basically telling them your safety ends where my family's safety begins. Basically saying, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about you for the whole reason of you decided that my possessions were more important to you than whatever's going to happen to you. And and don't get me wrong, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't. But if you step on my property uninvited, you're going to be hurt. And I don't care who you are. If you are perceived as a threat, something will happen to you. And that's the direction we're going in this country. We didn't have to go this direction. We didn't have to do this. Canada used to be a great place. Yes, crime always existed, but never at this rate. Never at this rate. So that's why I came out with it. And guess what? Many people are supporting the message. Many people, just because not just because it went viral. The sign's been out for about a week and a half already. And people have been buying it. I've been promoting it on my website. But now that it's gone viral, people are getting it. They're getting the message. They're like, yeah, the alarm sign does nothing. This sign gives me a voice, allows me to use my freedom of expression, and it might just make them think twice before entering my fucking house, because I'm going to do everything to fight my family. This is not a threat. The sign is not a threat. There's nothing threatening about that. Somebody said that to me. Oh, the courts are going to look at that as a threat. How? If you break into my home, your safety ends where my family's safety begins. Anybody want to explain to me where the threat is there? Anyone? Julian, and the reason why we have to go this direction is because of the liberal government. You're not wrong. You are absolutely correct, sir. You are absolutely correct. Nadine, never this bad. It has never been this bad. Ever. Love you, Canada. Hold the line, says Samantha. Thank you. I support the sign a lot, says Nadine. Thank you. We got Bonnie going to order it. Hey, you know what? I appreciate it. And that's just the way it's going to be. So if you guys want to replace that, and there's people out there, they're like, oh, I'm going to print them and you guys can get them at my website. Go for it. If you guys want to buy it from somebody else, I don't really give a shit at this point, to be honest with you. If you want to buy a knockoff version, go buy a knockoff version. If you want to buy the real version, which was made by me, and buy it from a guy with integrity, go buy it off me. But at the end of the day, I think everybody should have these in their yards. I think this is one step towards home defense. And people out there are going to say that won't deter people. Bullshit. Bullshit. Humans have emotion, whether they're committing crime or not, and humans have fear, whether they're committing crime or not. If they walk into that sign and your neighbor doesn't have one, they're probably going to break into your neighbor's house instead, because they know automatically that you're not afraid to fucking do something, right? So yes, this is better than an alarm force sign, any kind of alarm sign, and probably a very good step to non-lethal home defense as a deterrent for people. 100%. I agree with that. That's why I came up with this. You got my support all day long. Keep it up. Thank you, Abe. Appreciate that, buddy. Phyllis on Instagram. There's a lot of money in crime. Follow the money and you find the criminals. Absolutely, 100%. Kristen Purdy, we shouldn't have to be this way to protect ourselves. You're absolutely correct. And I don't want to be here. And if you're in the Calgary area, I'll personally deliver it so you get it faster. Look at that. So you might just come home from work one day and your sign is already going to be set up on your lawn. That's pretty fucking, that is service with a smile right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's service with a smile. And that's what I wanted to come on and talk about, was the fact that, yeah, we went viral today, but it's not the fact that we went viral. I've gone viral multiple times on social media, so that's not huge. I've been on the news before. They've covered me before. It's not like I'm giggity that this is something crazy, right? What I'm crazy about is, and I'm happy about, is that people are finally waking up to make it go viral. That's what I like. That means the message is getting out there. Alberta man puts potential home intruders on notice with viral lawn signs, right? And then there's my lawn signs. And I want to put on there, I want to read to you, I didn't put it up on the screen, but I want to read to you what Yahoo News said. The man who goes by the online handle Alberta Proud Dad shared images of the signs to Facebook and X this week. One features Alberta's coat of arms, while the other has red and white maple leaves between two Canadian flags. If you break into my home, your safety ends where my family's safety begins, it says. And then it goes on. I didn't get the rest of the news story, but you can go look on it on Yahoo News, MSN News, 6buzz TV. They're all over the place. And at the end of the day, I truly do believe that this is the best step in a deterrent for criminals. It's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing. And in a court of law, this is how I look at it. In a court of law, if something were to ever happen, if you were ever have to hurt somebody for entering your property, they were warned. You did everything in your power. You tried everything in your power that you could to let them know that you were going to defend yourself, that you were going to stand up for yourself. You did that. So what I recommend everybody do is they take a picture of their sign as soon as they put it up. Have it in your phone, so in case something happens to the sign and somebody does do something, you have evidence that the sign is there and was placed there. Now, are laws in Canada different? Absolutely they are. But you know what? I would rather be tried by a jury than fucking carried in a casket. What is that saying? Better be tried by 12 than carried by 6? 100%. Every step of the way. every step of the way. And in that court case, the defense would absolutely be he warned them. He did everything he could to warn them. And that's exactly what that is there is a warning. You come into my home uninvited to cause me harm or take my shit, I'm going to hurt you. Simple. People want to say I'm uttering threats, go ahead. There's going to be haters out there that are going to complain and they're going to try to get the cops on me. Wouldn't be the first time. I'm not worried about it. I don't care. And somebody said that to me. What happens if the cops come arrest you? It's going to make that sign go more viral. So bring it on. At this point, I care about Canadian safety. I care about Canadians. I care about people who want to defend their families and defend their property. I give a shit. I give a shit. And that's where I'm at. And I'm not going to hold back either. I'm not holding back. So that's not going to happen. Cody just grabbed a bunch of hats and shirts and stickers from your store. I can't wait for it to arrive. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. How do I get a sign? I'm in Ontario. Sandy, it's very easy. BertaProudDad.com. So myusername.com gets you a sign. It's in there. Thank you. Oh, I'm not reading that comment because, yeah. Let's keep going down the list here. In Manny said they moved to Arizona because of Carney on Instagram. Oh yeah, Toronto Sun commented on it as well, or sorry, did an article on it as well. Tamley, I saw a comment on the Toronto Sun about your signs, and someone said you need to add sincerely Smith and Wesson. Yeah, I saw that too. Brandon says, can you start traveling campuses in Canada and start educating our youth? There might be a plan coming up for that, Brandon. There might be. Cowell Carpentry. I'm a carpenter. I've had all my tools have been stolen from me 2 times this summer. Over 5,000 boats. That's crazy. And that's the state of our country. That is what happens when liberals are soft on crime, right there. And we've all seen it, right? Nadine, I received my shirt, elbows down, ass up. Where do I post our video? Nadine, send it to me on Facebook, please, and Facebook Messenger if you have me there, or email me, bertaprouddad@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for waking people up. What rights are, don't mess with my family, I will not be in your favor. Exactly, 100%. God bless you and your family. Thank you for all you do. Sending love. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you. Elbows down shirt also made the news in Comax. Did it really? Did it really? This is the breaking news from Berta Proud Mom, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know that the elbows down shirt made news in Comox, BC. We're just making the news today, apparently, which is a good thing because I've been promoting wear your opinion on your sleeve. They have been hitting us and hammering us with every piece of propaganda that they can. They can't community guidelines a t-shirt. I've literally been hitting it hard. And yeah, Danielle's uncle saw it. That would be my brother, my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law saw it. Her uncle saw it. No update on the Brooks teacher. I have not heard anything on the Brooks teacher, and I will be following up on the Brooks teacher stuff tomorrow. You guys go back to my live stream, right, where we talked about it. I said call on Monday. We'll follow up on Friday. So tomorrow, I want everybody to follow up on Friday. So that's awesome that the elbows down shirt. Dr. Fox says much love from the States. Much love to you. Oh, I have one of your zip up hoodies and wear it proudly. Thanks, Silmar. Appreciate that. And that's the thing. That's the whole point. The whole point is to wear your opinion on your sleeve. But we were talking about crime, and that is literally, I think this is the best home defense. And whether people agree with me or not, I don't give a shit because I think it is. You can't argue that. Alberta man puts potential home intruders on notice with viral yard signs. And I'm not going to say that was the wrong choice of words. Home defense. Deterrent. This is the best deterrent. This is better than any alarm force sign, any AT&T or whatever sign, any fucking alarm sign. We put mine right in front of my alarm sign because this is way better than that. This will make any criminal think twice. And you guys know this. You guys absolutely know this. And if it ever has to go to a court of law, you get to be like, you get to literally sit there and be like, you know what? I warned him. I absolutely warned him. You can't say I didn't. So 6 Buzz TV, they covered it. Straight Out of the Six TV covered it. MSN News covered it. Toronto Sun covered it. What was the other one? Yahoo News covered it. Let's see if I can find a Yahoo News. Lawn signs, Berta, proud dad. Let's see what we can find here. News. What's going on here? Oh, it probably wasn't in that. Here they are. Toronto Sun. Toronto Sun, right here. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so we all can look at it together. All righty. You guys ready? Can you see that? There you go. Okay, perfect. Alberta man puts potential home intruders on notice with viral yard signs. If you break into my home, your safety ends, my family's safety begins. An Alberta man has created lawn signs warning potential intruders of serious consequences if they enter his home. Photo by Alberta Proud Dad on X. That's me. Yard signs created by an Alberta man, which warn potential intruders of serious consequences if they enter his home, are turning heads on social media. The man who goes online by the handle Alberta Proud Dad shared images of the signs on Facebook and X this week. One features Alberta coat of arms, while the other has red, white maple leafs and 2 Canadian flags. If you break into my home, your safety ends where my family safety begins, it says. The sign is now for sale on the man's personal website. There it is. They actually put that down. I didn't know they did that. New yard signs just landed. If you break into my home, your safety ends. Look at that. And they put my Twitter there. That's my Twitter, isn't it? Yeah. My ex. Yeah, right on, eh? Not fucking around, I'll tell you that. Interesting, they haven't called me for an interview. They won't. They usually don't. Like, I've been covered multiple times and they never even ask for a comment. So I'm fine with it. James, I'll be ordering one from you and I'll put in my lawn in Midland, Texas. The Texans here behind you. Big time for Saskatchewan. Left 10 years ago. Awesome, man. Thanks, James. Appreciate the support. Do you guys still play O Canada at Alberta schools? I'm not sure. I haven't been in Alberta school in a while. I will ask my daughter, though. I will ask my daughter. Great free marketing. Love it. And that's the thing, though. Like, I made the sign because, well, one, I made it for me, right? I made the sign for me because I was like, this is probably the best deterrent that you're ever going to run into. But everything I make for me, I put on my website because I truly do believe if I'm benefiting off of something, I can give it to you guys as well, right? So that's where I'm at. We got to do something. And this is the best deterrent. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys spending your evening with me. Go check it out on my website, bertaprouddad.com. And better be safe than sorry. That's all I got to say. Have a deterrent. bertaprouddad.com, guys. And tomorrow I got one my last day of work, and then I'm going home for the weekend. And yeah, so we'll be doing a lot more content and a lot more lives. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.